Oh God!
You should have looked up the lyrics.
Huh?
You should have looked.
I know the lyrics. You know, I just that's how I start singing. You know when in Sister Act 2 when they're like la 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 la. That's how I started up. That's
that was on last night.
My favorite scene though, right? When they sing "Oh Happy Day" and that little boy
kills
it every time.
That little boy, you was probably a little boy when he
I was a child at the time, but
that
little boy, he kills it in the movie. He's a little boy, and he kills it every time I watch it. Every time.
I don't think it's gonna change.
No, it's not gonna change.
Okay.
No.
My favorite part is the love bone.
Yes, they're like you don't know Mary had a little lamb. Well, maybe Mary had a little Billy goat.
A little brother named Bob. But we back on the YDAG though. Let's get serious again. Let's get serious. We back with Benjie. What's going on, Benjie? Everything all right?
Everything is good.
Good.
It's still good.
This feels kind of weird. Like I'm used to saying Mr. Wimberly.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad. Mr. Wimberly.
Benjie is good.
Benjie's good. Yeah.
I used to get
coaches even better.
Like that.
You get a Def Jam.
They don't know about Def Jam.
That's right.
You DJ too?
No.
No
DJ.
I was gonna
Def Jam is a punishment.
You was a football coach back in the day?
Still am.
been
Yeah, been coaching for 26 years.
Good. Your son played football for you? He did?
Yes, he played for me.
Good.
TJ.
See your shirt VSU.
That's right. Trojan, always representing.
Well,
I see the Aggies are in the house. Nothing like the HBCU.
No, nothing.
Well, we love Keene is like a New Jersey HBCU. I've been down there.
Yeah, we're Cougars.
I like that Cougars.
You heard what he said, right? Something like.
We'll take it.
That's all right though.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
Oh,
Whatever.
all right. You're lucky Benjie's sitting over here. All right, Alicia. All right, don't disrespect us like this. All right, we have credits. We're credentialed.
Word up.
All right. Okay. So I mean, speaking of college and everything like that, you were in a fraternity, Omega Phi Psi, right?
Omega Psi Phi.
Omega Psi Phi. Just making sure. I'm making sure everybody knew that.
PSI.
I just making sure everybody knew that. I knew that. Okay.
Okay.
You have any events coming with them? I know you guys.
Yeah, we are real active in the community here. The local chapter here is Lambda Upsilon chapter, which is Passaic County, and I pledged at New Side, Virginia State, in 1985. So this is my 30th year anniversary.
Wow.
So it's a big year for me and my line brothers.
Wow.
But here in the city of Paterson, Lambda Upsilon is the oldest Greek letter fraternity. They've been here since 1951.
Oh, wow.
So, pretty excited. We do a Omega Team mentoring program. A couple of weeks ago, the brothers went out to Eva's and served lunch. You name it, we try to get involved with it. Blood drives, any community service projects that we could do, raising money for scholarships. Key thing.
Yeah.
Trying to help our young men, and particularly our young men of color, encourage them with some book scholarships each year through a jazz brunch. We have a scholarship jazz dance every February. And the Qs will be invading New Jersey the first week of May. Actually, April 30th through, I believe it's May 3rd. We'll be out at the Glen Point Marriott in Teaneck. And we'll be holding our 2nd District Conference. And brothers will be coming from Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, and New York, all convening right there. We have a great list of events, a comedy show, Panhellenic dance that Friday night at the Glen Point Marriott. We have a bunch of stuff going on. So, and the bros will be definitely represented here in New Jersey.
That's
now,
awesome.
Is your son? Is he?
He just pledged. He just pledged.
Legacy.
Yeah. Great feeling. I mean, he grew up around it his whole life, so
he didn't have a choice. That's what you're telling me.
Well, not really.
It was kind of embedded in
certain things I could take. I mean, he went to Hampton. He didn't go to Virginia State. But there was no choice when it came to fraternity. But he would have
came home. He'd like, Dad, I pledged Iotas. Are you all right?
No, I'm not good with that. I love the Iotas. I love the other people, but they're my cousins. Now he's my brother. So he just went over this fall at GE, which is Gamma Epsilon, and he has 8 line brothers. So it's really good feeling. So I had the opportunity to go down and
you cried. You cried at the pro.
Oh, definitely. So, I mean, it's a proud moment.
I see you got your purple shirt on.
Oh, yeah. And, like I said, traveling. So I always wanted to meet the bros in the airport and then traveling.
That's what's up. That is, yeah. That's, now, you said you have 4 boys. Any of them are in college? Any of them?
No, he's the oldest.
He's the oldest.
He's the
Okay.
oldest of 4. I have a sophomore who's 15, and then I have a 13-year-old and 11-year-old.
Oh, my God.
So I'm gonna be around for a while.
Oh yeah.
They all playing ball and everything?
All
or?
play football. The sophomore plays football for me. I'm now the head football coach at Hackensack.
Okay.
Here in New
Okay.
Jersey. And the 2 little guys coach, they play Little League football.
Okay.
But before that, as most people in Paterson will remember, is I was the head football coach at Paterson Catholic for 15 years. And I had taught and coached at Eastside for 9 years also.
Oh, okay.
I was a head baseball coach there for 9 years. So I've been around.
She went to East Side too. This is my girlfriend. She went to East Side too.
Eastside, no, Eastside Paterson.
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Forget about you then.
In
Never
case
mind.
you didn't know, you
The
saw the
Ghost.
movie
The
Lean on
Ghost.
Me?
Yeah.
That East Side.
Oh, that was that was Lean on Me. That Morgan Freeman, young Morgan Freeman. That was my movie.
I came after Joe Clark to get
Okay.
Eastside
Now
was
they
a
call
great.
it
When I was
Batman.
there, it was not like that. It was a great school. I love Eastside.
He said before when I was there, it was fine. I didn't.
I never had those fears. walking the hallways.
See?
That's what's up. That is what's up, man. That's good. That's good. Good to see. Good to see a brother that's doing good. It is, and good to see that your family's doing good and everything. And your son's going to be graduating college in 2 years and everything like that. As he's going to be out in the real world. And I know you already trained him. And are you ready? Are you ready for that? Are you ready for him to go out?
Mentoring is big. Our DJ today, his grandfather was my first Little League football coach. So that's how far we go back.
Wow.
So his dad and his uncles, we all played Little League, but we had positive African American men, and he set a stage for us, and it was a discipline. We're 9, 10 years old, and he would be like treating us like we were the Marines, and I didn't appreciate that till I got older because in life, people don't cut breaks for you, and as a coach right now, I let people know, like, I'm not in the business of cutting breaks.
Yeah.
I'll give you that hug when you need a hug, but sometimes you got to put that foot on their neck to get them going. And as a father, you know what I'm saying? My son now, I've had, a decent career and stuff like that, but for him, I want more. So I told him, you go here, he plans on going to law school.
Good.
So I want him to, become a lawyer, and he wants to, be a agent. He wants to work in the, music industry, sports industry as a lawyer. Last summer he had opportunity. He did an internship with the Washington Redskins. So it's about making things better. So
real.
each one of those guys, and when his kids get older, things should be a little easier for them too.
Yeah.
So the struggle that I experienced, because a lot of our guys when I grew up, we didn't go to college.
Yeah.
It wasn't in our neighborhood. Most guys went to work, military or it was reality. So now we want to set it up that he understands that it's a legacy that's going to be passed on.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me an opportunity. I'm giving him an opportunity.
He's got to
and he got to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Reach back and help other people.
Yeah.
So we can make our community and our world just a little better.
It's funny how you said, you went to college, you have friends that didn't go. Even when you get to college, just getting to college isn't even it.
Exactly.
I got to college, and literally when I go to the cafeteria with my friends, it was 30 of us freshman year. By the time it was senior year, I had 2 guys next to me.
But you got the speech.
Yeah.
Freshman orientation. Look to your right. Look
Yep.
to your left.
Yep.
When it's over, one of these people will not be here. And that's
true.
It's true.
the
I
truth.
mean,
Yes.
and most of the case, it was finances.
Yeah. Finances.
People don't plan for education.
Yeah.
But the one thing as an educator and as a coach, I always tell my parents and my friends is that you invest in education instead of investing in bail.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
in our community, the reality is that a lot of people and families, including some of my family members and stuff, will quick to get somebody out of jail or get them out of trouble, or we got to get money together for the lawyer. We got to put the house up. But when it's time for John or Dimitri to go back to school, all right, you go get a job. You need to do something else. But we need to make that investment in our community because in the long run, it really pays off. And I'm a product of that. I mean, I'm born, raised city of Paterson, and a lot of my friends. We probably had no business ever going to college. We weren't prepared when we got there.
That's the good thing.
I told somebody I spoke at an event yesterday, I was a fish out of water when I went to college. I really didn't know about fraternities. I didn't know. I went to school without a suit, without hard shoes, no tie, no nothing.
Yeah.
You
And
just went to school.
it was like the TV show A Different World. I got there and I'm like, wow, this is not 26th and 17th Ave. This is not Park. It was a different world, and I had to adjust. So either you go down there and you adjust to, making yourself better, or a lot of my friends that you said, they got down there and they wanted to be gangsters.
Yeah,
How you gonna go to college and be a gangster?
Yeah, in class, 8 o'clock class.
Yeah, so you go down there. Now you was a punk at home, and then you go to college. And
They become a whole
now you
nother
become a
person.
thug. So I never understood that. And they used to go, "Oh, you got new." No, I got smart. I didn't get new on you. I got smart. You pick, and you surround yourself with people with similar ideals, and you only develop and become a better person. And that's what I saw when I went away. So I mean, it could have been easy to come back and unfortunately, hang on the corners or sell drugs or do the crazy stuff for a quick fix, or you make the sacrifice, and the sacrifice in the long run is a lot better.
And now you're saving a generation. It's a generation that's coming under you that they need your help, and we definitely need more people. Like I was saying on the break, that's like you. Yeah, we definitely need more.
And I mean, that's it. I mean, the great part is that over this time that I've been working with kids, 30 years or so, I have doctors, lawyers, professional athletes, coaches. I mean, just good people. And then there are failures along. I always share the failures also. I've had people who are in jail, who've been killed, who really didn't reach their potential.
Right.
But the overall, it's been a lot more positive than negative. An opportunity is that you give them exposure to reach that thing. And at some point, you got to let go that they're going to move on, So you only going to be an enabler or, support so long, because the real strong person eventually will pull away and fly on their own.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're doing this, and the fact that you're instilling it in your kids, because that's really where it comes from. It comes from the home. Yeah. Even me, like I'm African, so my parents don't play no games. You guys talk about street lights. I couldn't even leave the block. I was a hostage in my own house, but it's good. It raised me to be the man I am today. It raised me to stay in college, go to class every time. Even now I'm living on my own, I still look at the time when I'm out. I'm like, I got to get home because,
discipline and structure is not overrated.
Yes.
Because like you said, because if you, have that sense of entitlement, I also have some friends and some colleagues that I work with who feel like they supposed to get stuff. Wow. And when you come from Paterson, you come from this thing, you always, we always got a chip on our shoulder. Like, we never got a break. Everybody thought, oh, you from Paterson. And I'm proud. Paterson. I'm not from West Paterson. I'm not from Totowa. I used to have people, as they say, front and talk about, I'm from what you call. Oh, no, you from the Fifth Ave Projects. I remember you are from. So
the best one I've heard is I'm from Paterson, but I'm the part by Route 20.
Yeah. It's called Fifth Ave Project. That's the part by Route 20. That's what I told them. So, I mean, I'm proud. I mean, my original roots are from the Alabama Projects.
Me too.
So my that was my first address. All 6 of us piled up in Building 9 and Building 11, and then, as I said, I told people I didn't know I was still poor when I moved to 17th and 26th Street. And that was still the ghetto. I just I just thought everybody lived like that.
This the come up.
That's normal. Like, oh, okay. And I grew up in a Paterson, like with his dad and father's dad. We didn't know Eastside Park section. So when we walked up Park Ave, we only could make a left. We could never make a right. Because the right would get you in a lot of trouble. Wow. And we didn't have any friends or people who lived on that side.
No,
and even worse, when I didn't know about Hillcrest until I was an adult. Wow. And that's crazy. I mean, reality is that I really didn't know. I thought always when we grew up that was Total War or something else. Then later on in life, no, that's Paterson. I'm like, way back there, that's Paterson. But none of my friends lived up there. And I don't think we're too welcome to come in that area. No. So, I mean, things and times change. And you know what? As people, we have to make those adjustments.
Yeah, definitely.
We do. Yeah. 100%. This has been like the greatest interview I've had. Yeah. To be honest, it's definitely worth. I hope everyone listening is actually grabbing some tokens, because our children, the children in Paterson, need to be fed. They need to be taught. They need to be disciplined. Those things have somehow ran out of the neighborhoods. The children have no respect for the adults that are in the neighborhoods. And when I grew up, it was just kind of like, if you get in trouble and she tell me when you get home you gonna get beat. It was kind of like, look, I'm not going by what you say. So you went out there and you embarrassed your family. People don't have that sense of, I need to make sure my name is not tarnished in the city.
And that's our purpose for this show, is WADAG, Young Divas and Gents, WADAG Swag, Save with Amazing Grace. So our goal is to reach this generation, to let them know it's okay. You can still be saved and still have swag, still be nice and still look appropriate and you can go to school and so that's our purpose for this show, is to reach this generation and let them know that it's more than the streets. It's more than females. It's more than just your body. Like Young Divas, you're not the B word. You're not a bleep.
Well, you guys are doing it right then. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, it's cool to have a pension. It's cool to have a retirement fund. I tell them drug dealers will never have a retirement village anywhere, or
no benefits.
Hustlers, no benefits. When they get old, they become old and broke down drug dealers. That's it. Or do they even make it to that point?
Right.
So I mean, what you're saying is like keeping your faith and being spiritual and not being ashamed of it.
Right.
I mean, I hope you continue to spread that message, because I mean, your faith and as I said before, choosing hope over despair is really what it's all about. I mean, keeping yourself faith-based and humbled, I think that has been one of the key things in my life, is that regardless of whatever car I drive or wherever I live, I always could look back and I'm just humble, because I come from a very, very humble, beginning, and I will never forget that. And it will keep me making work hard and helping other people because of those experiences.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. And just listening to you talk, I mean, I would love to have your son come on the show and actually talk to those that, look up to him or his peers, just to show that there is a way out. They look at, a bunch of us and they're probably like, well, they're older. And okay, they've done it already, but he's doing it, and that's
he's
what
from
makes
Paterson.
the difference.
He's
Exactly.
right from here. And like you said, he got a bunch of swag. I mean, that boy got an overdose of swag sometimes. I tell him, but it's a good thing, because I want, and particularly like I said, our young Black and Latino men around here, they need to walk around with their heads up and feel good about themselves, because too often they're being told you ugly, you got nappy head, I don't like you because you Black, you yellow,
ghetto,
you smell like, whatever. So, I mean, you got to have that swag. And that's one thing as a coach, and the guys know, like my teams, we walked on the field, Paterson, that's right. That's right. And we got swag, and we coming in here, we're going to do it for Paterson or wherever we're representing, and that's who we are. But you got to keep that head up high, and instilling that sense of pride in yourself. That's like nourishment to the soul. You give somebody that inner feeling that they feel good about themselves. You give them that uplift. You make them from maybe an average person or an average player or an average worker because they feel good about themselves and do a little bit more for you.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's so confidence definitely builds tremendously. As long as you believe in yourself. And I mean, there's even times where I've had where I recently started going to the gym. I was diagnosed 2 years ago with multiple sclerosis. So for me, it was kind of like, all right, you're not going to be able to run and do all of those things like you used to. But then when you have people around you that tell you, like, it's a circumstance. It's not, what you are. It's not who you are, to where it's kind of like I'll push and push to the point where, I believe everything about myself and I can do it.
That's key. I mean, I wake up every morning inspiration. I send out text messages to some of my friends and people I deal with every day, and they know every morning they're going to get a positive message from me. And in turn, now it's a whole group of us, be it a scripture, be it just a motivation, but it's no better way to start your day off than that. So when I wake up, I make a point, because I know there's somebody out there that may need to read that. They may be ready to quit. They may not feel good about themselves. They may have had a bad night. But when you start that morning over, I want you to be fresh. And I just try to reach people, through that. And it's simple. I don't need a response, but I know you're getting it, and it's nourishment to your soul.
Exactly. Because I see some of your posts on Facebook, and I'm like, sometimes it's like, that's just what I needed.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what. But Benjie, before we have you leave, we have a question of the day. We should hit Benjie, since he does have 4 boys.
Here
we go.
But I could get the vibe.
I'm nervous about it.
Nah. It's not crazy. It's not crazy.
I don't think.
All right, Benjie, we got a picture right here now. It's a father and a son. And the boy is probably around 11, 10, 12 years old, and the father is kissing him on the mouth, as you see right here, probably saying goodbye, good luck in school, da-da-da. Do you think it's appropriate?
How old is too old?
How old is too old?
I mean, at no point. I kiss my boys like on the head, on the top, and we hug. And every day I tell them I love them. It's something that my father never told me that he loved me. His father probably never told him that he loved me. But I give them love every day. But The mouth thing, we don't do the mouth thing. We don't do the mouth thing, and like I said,
he grabbed him.
He's like, come over here.
But I do, I mean, I'm very affectionate with my kids.
Yeah, that's
but I think
necessary.
there's a level. Even when they were small, I wasn't kicking them in the mouth.
Nah.
I mean, there is certain things that is, we black, black folks. Man, I don't know who that is. It's a different type of folk. Not the lips.
When I saw it, I was like,
nah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But you could kiss in a positive way, like on the head, the forehead, or hug or something like that.
To a hug, a dab.
Yeah, but you know what? Everybody has a different way and stuff like that. But tell your children that you love them every day.
I agree.
Yeah.
Tell your people around them that you love them every day, and show that affection in a positive way. But that's a little different.
I mean, me and my dad, we know we love each other, but it's a head nod. We just give each other.
And you know what though? It's when you get to your son. Do you have any children yet?
No.
Tell him you love him.
Oh, of course.
And that's what I'm saying. You gotta tell him. And I don't hold that against my father because that's a different generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They hard knock. They work. They did that. Do come back.
12 years old.
And I respect that. But when I got older, I knew like from day one. Like I'm telling these cats, I loved them every day. I mean, my dad passed when I was 14 years old. Wow. So I only had 14 years with my father. So it's so many times you look back, man, I wish he was here for my graduation. I wish he was here for my football game. I wish he knew my kids. And I wish we had that conversation that I love you. So I never want that to
Very
be
important.
to keep that.
Yep. I actually think our kids in the city need that. Like now,
man.
they need to
And
know.
love can make some of this ugly stuff go away.
Exactly.
Because a lot of them, it comes to self-esteem. When you don't feel good about yourself, you walk around with your drawers hanging out. When you don't feel good about yourself, you walk around looking like a hoochie mama and giving your body up to whoever.
Right.
Exactly.
That's it. Because you have
That's
lack
where
of
it comes
self-esteem.
from.
You have high self-esteem and you're spiritually based in faith. You are not out here drinking Hennessy at 14 years old, popping it like it's hot or whatever it may be.
On the corner
that's
somewhere.
just, that comes from self-esteem.
It
And
does.
how you are raised and how you feel about yourself.
Because
And a lot of them just don't know. I mean, you don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been, like I said, in the school district, some of the cases we hear with child abuse and neglect will make you sick. So a lot of the kids, not that I'm condoning their situation, but they actually don't know any better.
They don't
That's
know
all
any
they're
better.
exposed to.
So they need to be exposed to some positive love.
Yeah.
Not sexual love.
Exactly.
That type of thing.
Yeah, they need love, not lust.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I could tell you from the old school because you said hoochie mama. I haven't heard that in a while.
That is a classic.
I was like, hoochie mama.
What is the word now?
Thought.
What?
Thought.
You said what?
THOT.
That's an acronym.
Your son knows. Your sons knows.
I don't even want to know that.
It's hoochie mama. It's basically hoochie mama for thought.
Chicken head. I remember chicken
Yeah,
head.
that's old school. Chicken head.
That's old school, dude. Showing my age. I'm 50 now. So I'm like, hey.
That's what I'm trying to warn you, coach. To back off from that one.
Leave that one. I'll talk to you at the barbershop. I'll see you at the barbershop.
We know what it means.
All right, Benjie. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
We
you for having
appreciate
me.
it.
So much. Thank
You guys keep up the great work.
No, definitely. You definitely need to come back again too. Also.
And I'll bring my son.
No, definitely.
If you're doing anything in the city, we'll give you all of our information. We'll definitely be, a face and a great support system because everything you do embodies what we're trying to do.
Well, definitely. And if you could, just follow me on Facebook. And I also have a nonprofit called Paterson Team Hope. We try to get a lot of information out, in particularly about jobs. I know the one thing that everybody talk about in Paterson, they want a job.
They want a job.
I get job information out, or we get job information out through Team Hope on a daily basis.
Good.
Definitely.
Good. That's what's up.
Definitely.
Thank you for everything.
Thank
Benjie.
you
so much.
Thank you.
So, Skinny, go take that.